All right. I keep asking this question, and I haven't heard an answer. Why can't we reopen the smart way? And you know what the smart way is, right? Now, again, I don't know that it would work, because nobody is that good at predicting the future, but there is a smart way. The smart way is to send young people to work and keep the old people back, or protect them, or give them the option if they want to take the choice. But why are we treating it like it's geography? Isn't that just stupid? Forget about whether it works out well or doesn't work out. I honestly can't tell the difference. Like, I don't know if doing it by geography is actually the smart way. I don't know. But common sense tells me that sending young people back to school, etc., back to work, why can't Starbucks be open with 20-somethings working the Starbucks? Is it because the customers will get infected? I mean, there's a way to keep them away from each other. That shouldn't be that hard. So my only hypothesis for why we're not doing it the smart way, which is sending the young back to work right away, is that the government can't suggest that, because it would be age discrimination. I don't think anybody can say that out loud, but I can't think of another reason. Not even a potential one that somebody has suggested. Oh, it's because, Scott, you forgot because of this. What's this? What am I forgetting? Tell me why a young person can't go to work today. I think the reason that they can't go to work is that the government is the wrong entity to make the decision. Somebody says Clay Travis has been saying this for weeks. You know who else has been saying this? Every frickin' citizen of the United States. Every single one. You find me one person in the United States who does not agree with this statement. Let's send the young people back to work right away. Find me one person who disagrees with that. I don't think you can. And now it's not happening, so I imagine that if you asked a politician in public, they would equivocate and answer the wrong question and avoid the question. So I don't know if you can ask anybody, because they're not going to answer it directly. I don't think anybody has an answer. But the government is the wrong entity because it requires the kind of decisions that governments are not allowed to make. Your government is not allowed to say, I'm going to kill this bunch of people to save this bunch of people. And yet that's what this decision requires that. There's no way around it. The government has to decide who's going to die, not by name, but in terms of category. Can your government decide what category is going to die? No, because you can't be your government if it does that. If the government said, we're going to let the people who are weak and unhealthy die, can't. Government cannot make that decision, and yet it has to be made. It has to, because somebody's going to die, either the people who died from economic calamity or the people who died because they got the coronavirus and they're old or they have a comorbidity or something, but somebody's going to die. Our government is not the right institution to make decisions about who dies. It doesn't go well. We don't like them to do that. The people can decide. You want to drive that down to the lowest level, state, local, etc. All right, but it seems to me that we have the wrong government to solve this problem. Still the best we can come up with. I mean, capitalism and democracy and all that stuff, the republic, is still the best system anybody's invented, but it does have this weakness that it doesn't function for this specific problem. It just can't. And you're seeing the result of that. You're seeing that the president is really I would say the president is a slave to the medical experts because it's the only thing that the public would accept. If the president made a decision that was counter to what the medical experts say, we would not accept our president anymore, right? If the medical experts said, do A, and your leader, doesn't matter who it is, your leader comes out and says, well, the medical experts say A, but I've looked at the whole situation. If you consider everything, we're better off doing B. That's the end of the presidency. Done. That's the end. The president cannot overrule the experts in public because that's the end of his administration. So we don't have a government that can make decisions in these situations. And we need one. And I think that's why we're not opening the smart way, because you can't do age discrimination. And you can't do ability discrimination. You can't tell the 50-year-old with diabetes that he or she can't go to work if you told the 25-year-old that they can, because our government doesn't allow you to do that. Somebody says keep age out of it. Well, I suppose if you just say make your own decisions, then you've kept age out of it, but that doesn't seem to be on the agenda.